want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
You're busy. You expect to say no sometimes. But what you didn't expect was a chance to say yes to a college degree while keeping your life. Indiana Tech is now offering Chicago area students undergraduate and graduate degree opportunities taught online by experienced faculty who care. Learn more at one of the new Indiana Tech enrollment centers in Naperville or Wilmette.
I can turn this in early? Sure, whenever you're ready.
Embrace the unexpected at Indiana Tech.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that there aren't very many energy programs out there. When I researched all of the various programs recently, there are really only 2 or 3 accredited engineering programs.
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada originally. I came out here to Indiana Tech to actually go for the energy engineering program because of its uniqueness and its ability to get hands-on with the materials that I'm going to be using in the future.
Well, a few of the things I think that sets Indiana Tech apart is, number one, you have very small classes. You have very close relationships with your professors. When you have a class of 10 people, it's much easier to get to know the professor and get in contact with him than if you have a class of 30, 40, or 50. You're going to have the same professors for the majority of your classes. You're going to have the same classmates for the majority of your classes.
The more practical applications come in all the subsequent energy engineering classes. Heat transfers in a class that right after they're leaving the classroom, and the board is filled with calculus. So in order to understand a lot of these topics, they're going to need to understand the calculus there. Calculus is the study of the rate of change, how fast things change. And depending upon whether it's energy engineering, industrial engineering, or whatever, they're going to need to use that and apply that.
Professor Romary, he stands out to me the most right now because when I first got here, I had to take calculus, Calc 1, Calc 2. And he's one of the professors that teaches it. And he was a very kind and helpful guy, and he did whatever he could to help us out. He was very funny, always had a way of creatively teaching calculus to us that not a whole lot of people can do. And I think that and how he did it is going to be something that's going to stick for me for a very long time.
The field work that Indiana Tech can provide here is, for example, we have a 10 kilowatt windmill that the students can work with. We have a geothermal system for a couple of the buildings, for Utang-Sioux and for Zollner, that uses geothermal principles to heat and cool the buildings in the summer and the winter.
The PV array system, training system that we have down here in the basement allows us to wire up the panels we have down in the basement to set it up as a off-the-grid system or a battery bank system, which helps us because we can see every component of the system actually intertwining and how they work together, which is something that may not be easily visible when you're on the job site in a career. So definitely my internship at Super Value Incorporated was a very, very beneficial program for me to be in. It was more based on the process and logistical side of engineering of my degree, not necessarily the design aspect. It helped me really learn how the most efficient way to do a task and some of the boundaries that come with trying to make things more efficient.
One of the things that we've been very fortunate here at Indiana Tech is that we've had a grant through AEP to help subsidize our students in taking some of the various trips in spring break. Over the last 4 years, I have taken, along with a couple of other chaperones, I've taken almost a couple of dozen students to a trip to Germany and Switzerland that focused on renewable energy. We've gone to Iceland last year, focusing on geothermal energy, and we just recently returned from a trip to Costa Rica.
Just last year, I went to Iceland with a couple of our peers, not even just energy engineers, but a couple of other engineering majors went along with us. And for me, that was the highlight of my college time. I mean, we learned a lot about like geothermal systems and how they converted to a country of basically like ran just by geothermal. But it wasn't just learning about that, it was also learning about their culture as well, you know, and the past and the history and where they plan to go in their future. And all those things combined, I think, really kind of defines my experience here in Indiana Tech.
You can be the smartest engineer in the world, but if you cannot talk to or work with other engineers and non-engineers, it's very hard to get anything done. I try to teach my students that while you may not like writing, it's going to be a part of the job. You have to communicate. If you're doing experiments or testing hardware in the lab, you need to write it up so that other people know what you did, and the customer may want to know what are the results of that test.
Something I would remember most about the faculty would be just the one-on-one aspect of it and how open they are to hearing your problems and concerns and willing to assist you. Indiana Tech, with the class sizes being...
Welcome in everybody to Warrior Athletic Field for today's contest between your Indiana Tech Warriors, currently number 10 in the NAIA coaches top 10 poll. 3-2 overall, 1-0 in conference play, coming off a big-time victory, 24-12 over number 8 ranked Taylor University out of Upland, Indiana. We'll be hosting the Siena Heights Saints, 0-6 overall, 0-2 in the WAC. Head coach Sean Lewandowski. Their last game was a 10-6 loss against Lawrence Tech. Of course, Brian Seaman is the head coach for the Indiana Tech Warriors. He's in his 10th season with the team. Brian is the reigning WAC Coach of the Year. Indiana Tech have won 4 regular season championships, the last one coming in 2022. And Indiana Tech has won the last 5 straight tournament championships. So extremely impressive. Cam Fuster leads the team with 18 goals entering today. Sean Jablonski leads Siena Heights with 10. He also leads them with 5 assists and 15 points. Zach Spees leads Indiana Tech with 18 ground balls and 11 caused turnovers. Sam Park leads the team with 31 saves, and it's Alex Walker, 118 saves for Siena Heights. I'm going to send it down to our PA announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Indiana Tech for today's men's lacrosse contest between the visiting Siena Heights Saints and your Indiana Tech Warriors. Indiana Tech, the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, and the NAIA are coming in to maintaining true spirit of competition through the 5 core values of the NAIA. Respect, responsibility, integrity, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, student, athlete, coach, and official in today's contest. Thank you. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Saints, number 4, Sean Jablonski. Number 5, Zach Bledsoe. Number 10, Casey Clemma. Number 16, Dylan Vasquez. Number 18, Braden Kahn. Number 27, Gabe Ellis. Number 28, Joey Keck. Number 31, Robert Webster. Number 33, Marco Papadelis. Goal, number 14, Alex Walker. Tonight is coached by Sean Lewandowski, assisted by Tristan Burkhardt, Trey Strand, Noah Holland, and Fernando Robinson. And now, the starting lineup for your Indiana Tech Warriors. A sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 4, Reese Happel. A redshirt junior from Heartland, Michigan, number 6, Zach Spitz. A senior from Chesterton, Indiana, number 7, Kinley Hino. A junior from Fox Lake, Illinois, number 8, Jake Deacon. A sophomore from Olathe, Kansas, number 28, Gavin Heeser. A junior from Calgary, Alberta, number 33, Cam Schuster. A junior from Howell, Michigan, number 35, Ryan Tedesco. A sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 77, Simon Watson. A freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 99, Luke Carrasco. And a goal, a freshman from Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, number 42, Carl Drumgoole.
All set for this face-off here. Siena Heights, 0-6 record on the season, as the opening draw is won by number 18 for the Saints. That is Braden Kahn. He's a freshman, 5'8", from Tecumseh, Michigan. Cause turnover, and the Warriors come out with it. In goal for Indiana Tech is the freshman Carl Drumgoole, 6'2" from Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Ground ball scooped up. That was number 33, Cam Fuster. Cam once again leading the team with 18 goals. Of course, last year it was Devin McComber leading the squad with 65 goals. Devin was the WAC Player of the Year and the NAIA Player of the Year. Very, very impressive. Siena Heights on the attack. Reset up top. Get it over to number 8, Gio Marino. That's number 9 for the Saints, Alex Lawson. He's a senior, 6'2", also from Tecumseh, Michigan. This ball gets flipped over to Popdelis. 13:40 early on in this match. Siena Heights owning possession here from the start of this game. Once again, Popdelis. His pass, beautiful pass to number 28 for the goal. That's Joey Keck. Keck's a 6'3" senior, also from Tecumseh, Michigan. Siena Heights goes up 1-0.
Siena Heights goal for number 28, Joey Keck.
So Joey Keck, number 28, the team's second leading scorer entering today, picks up his 10th goal of the season. That ties him with Sean Jablonski for a team high. Picked up off the turf. We do not have a number 31 on the roster. We do apologize. Siena Heights gave us a roster before the game. But no 31 on there. We do apologize. Picking it off the turf. There's Lawson. Braden Kahn. Good spacing here by Siena Heights. A lot of space there in front of the crease. Lawson nearly had it swiped away. That ball's turned over to the Warriors. Warriors offensively with number 35. That's number 4 with the ball, Reese Haffel. Camping out in front of the net, number 2, Ryan Morgan. Big shot by Torben Agard, the freshman from Monroe, Washington. 6-foot freshman. Right off the cross of Agard. .11:32 is the stop. The clock is stopped here in the first period. About 35 degrees here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is game number 2 of our doubleheader. That's Jake Deacon. Deacon named All-American last year. A second-team All-American. Deacon last year had 43 goals for Coach Seaman. Retreating back is Haffel. His pass intended for Jake Deacon's going to roll out of bounds. Possession to the Saints. It's number 11 for Siena Heights. Sorry, we do not have a number 11 on the roster. That little skip pass over to Gabe Brugelis. Siena Heights on the attack, but it's scooped up by your freshman keeper, Drumgool. Nice ball movement and the goal. It's number 4 for your Warriors, Reese Haffel, tying this game up at 1. Take another look at this beautiful shot. Great job by the Indiana Tech offense here. On defense, quickly getting back. And the goal. Outstanding work here early on, 1-1. And face off, they're gonna do a quick restart there. Getting it back for the Saints, number 18, Kahn. Braden retreating back. Get close to that midline. That pass intended for Pop Dallas, just a little bit wide left. So a quick restart here for the Warriors. High note. Finds Matt Narrison. Narrison, a sophomore midfielder from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Deacon gets it over to 35, Ryan Tedesco. Tedesco working in the X. Trying to come up to the goal line. Another nice shot. Look at that deep move. That was Kinley. High note. And the horns are blaring here at Warrior Field.
Warriors goal, scored by number 7, Kinley High Note.
Take another look at this goal by High Note. So he was able to work himself free from those defenders. Right there, evaded that initial pressure. And the lane just opened up on his way for his first goal of the game. High Note entering today is tied with Cam Fuster with 9 assists for a team high. Folks, we do have live stats available for you for today's game. He's coming out with it on the run. That was Jacob Myers. That shot off the mark. For High Note, that is going to be his 10th goal of the season. Indiana Tech, 3 quick goals here in the first period.
Warriors goal. Score by number 2, Ryan Morgan.
So Morgan picking up the goal. 3 different Warriors scoring early on in this one. Take another look at this sweet goal by Ryan Morgan. Morgan, his 8th goal on the year. Extends this Indiana Tech lead to 3-1. 8:55 left here in the first. And reverse the field behind the goal line. Haffel looking for an open man. Has got it. That's Deacon. Fuster making his way through the crease. Up top, they find Matthias Hall. Ball scooped off the ground by Deacon. Deacon looking for a shot angle and has it. Just goes wide right. 8:17 left here in the first. Up top is Joey Meyer. Pass right in front of the crease. Colin Howard with the goal.
Warriors goal. Score by number 88, Colin Howard.
So Colin Howard picking up his 5th goal of the season. Siena Heights is going to take a timeout. Beautiful goal there by Howard. And we will be right back after this quick break.
I think it's really important for freshmen to realize you get out of college what you put into it. If you dedicate yourself to your classes and to your projects and to what you're doing in college, you're going to have a really great experience here.
I wish someone would have told me my freshman year that it's important to prioritize, knowing what's important, what's not important, knowing what I need to do opposed to what I want to do.
The 2 things that I think all freshmen should know is buy a parking permit so you don't rack up a bunch of fines and tickets, and also make sure you go to class, because it seems like a good idea when you're skipping, but then it's not worth it in the end when you fail the test or don't turn in homework.
As an international student, my advice for the freshmen is to not be afraid to make friends, because your friends here will end up being your family away from home.
Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to put on, anything that you want to showcase on campus, you can. There's always people around to help you do what you want to do here.
Make sure that...
Coming out of the timeout here, 4-1 is your score. Warriors on top. 8:06 left to play here in the first. Ground ball. Just missing on the scoop up for Siena Heights, as picking it up was number 35, Ryan Tedesco. Not sure what that buzzing sound is. Not sure if that's coming from the speakers. We definitely did not have that in the girls' game. Warriors, point blank range. Nice save there by the Siena Heights keeper, Alex Walker. Shot and goal! Ryan Morgan getting it done here on a chilly Wednesday afternoon. Take another look at Ryan's goal here. Ryan Morgan now 2 goals in this game. 5-1 now your score. Indiana Tech pouring it on Siena Heights here, picking up where they left off. That 24-12 win against Taylor, a thing of beauty. Folks, the coaches poll came out before that win. When the coaches poll came out, Indiana Tech had a 2-2 record. Because if you look at the top 10 poll, they got Taylor at 8 and Tech at number 10. Madonna out of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference coming in at number 1. Jumping over 3-time national champion Kaiser. Kaiser, who was here at Warrior Field back on February the 21st, getting the win 21-15 over Indiana Tech. On his horse there, that's Zach Spies. This lacrosse team. Boy, they can get an advantage for you as a cheering section. These guys are great supporters of Indiana Tech athletics. They'll come to the men and women's basketball games and just totally take over a gym. Whether it's here at Indiana Tech or on the road as they did at Spring Arbor for the women's team. Behind the net, Haffel. Oh, look at that pick. Good block. Loose ball in the crease, kicked away. And they're going to keep playing. High note. Keeps it on the perimeter. Aiden Johnson. Good movement. Behind the net. That's Tedesco. Fuster now behind the net. See if they can get it to the big man. Fuster's got it now. Oh, shot. Once again, great job in net by Alex Walker, a senior keeper from Walled Lake, Michigan. He goes 5'9". He's got a man and the buzzing's now gone. Shot it. That's a goal. Evan Haney. His eyes got real wide on that one. Saw the open net and put it in.
Number 23, Evan Haney.
So Evan Haney picking up his 7th goal of the year. .451 on the clock, 6-1 is your score. Indiana Tech on top. Looking at the previous games, the Warriors with a season high of 28 goals. That was against Missouri Baptist, the second home game on the year for the Warriors. And then the 24 goals scored against Taylor is the second most. Taylor, a top 10 opponent. Missouri Baptist not ranked. SCAD out of Savannah, Georgia, they moved from the 10th spot up to number 6. It goes Madonna, Kaiser, Aquinas, Reinhardt, and William Penn. In the WAC preseason poll, it was Madonna picked to win it. Indiana Tech second and Aquinas third. Taylor, Lawrence Tech, UM Dearborn, Siena Heights. That's the preseason conference standings. Coaches preseason. For Siena Heights, it's Caden Johnson. This pass intercepted. Number 28, Gavin Nizer. Jake Deacon slowing things up. Substitution here for the Warriors. Fuster now Cam has not yet scored in this game. Does have one shot on goal. Right, oh, what a pass. That was Haffel finding Tedesco. Shot just goes wide left. Now it's Fuster in front of the goal. And it's goal! Warriors up 7-1. It's a matter of time there for Cam Fuster. Fuster, a junior, 6'2", out of Calgary, Alberta. Picking up his team best 19th goal of the season. Siena Heights will take the draw. That was Maddox Schwartz for Indiana Tech. And for Siena Heights, Gio Marino. Marino now exits the game. Remember, folks, Siena Heights took the opening lead 1-0. Ooh, good defense. Ground ball going to be scooped up by the Warriors after the caused turnover. That is Daniel Young. And look at the big goalkeeper coming out of net. Drumgoole took some swipes on his cross. Was able to get this offense started. Siena Heights reverses the field. Marino's got it in the middle of the field. Marino, a junior from Ypsilanti, Michigan, goes 5'8". Still making his way in. A goal! Coast-to-coast goal for number 14, Daniel Young.
Warriors goal for number 14, Daniel Young.
Indiana Tech having a day here. Stat sheet's going to look real nice. Accumulated season stats as well after this one. 1:34 left in the first period. 8-1 is your score. Looking at Indiana Tech on the season, they're outscoring their opponents 25-14 in the first period. Indiana Tech holds the advantage in every single period on the season. Ground ball picked up. That was number 19 coming out with it. Alex Lawson took some big hits. And now the caused turnover, I believe that was number 99. Luke Prohaska, a freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Pass was just a little bit behind of Corpus. Houston Corpus, a senior from Miami, Florida. 53 seconds remains in the first period. That was Fuster with the swipe at it. Marino. And what a save. Drumgoole, the freshman. Moving it up now, Corpus. No help in front. He's going to have to retreat. And his pass is stolen away by number 16 for the Saints, Vasquez. 15 seconds remaining. That's number 40, Jacob Myers. His pass just gets away from Tedesco. 5 seconds remaining here on the stop clock. Resume play, and that is going to do it here for the first period. Indiana Tech up 8-1 over the Siena Heights Saints. We'll be right back, folks, after this quick break. You're watching Indiana Tech Men's Lacrosse, powered by Summit City Sports.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Welcome back, everyone. Getting set for the second period here. Indiana Tech currently on pace for 32 goals in this game, which would be a season high. Current season high of 28 goals scored against Missouri Baptist. And off the draw, great work there by Zach Spees, using his body. But now Siena Heights has control. The call is turnover. I believe that was Ty Lawrence. Lawrence, a redshirt sophomore out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fuster working from behind the goal line. 30 seconds into the second period. It's Colin Howard. Now Joey Meyer. Shot. Big shot taken there by number 8, Jake Deacon. Jake's a junior, 6'2", from Fox Lake, Illinois. Fuster putting pressure. Deacon now on the keeper. And trying to scoop it up, and does, is Haffel. Warriors over the midline. Fuster picks it off the ground. Good scoop. Fuster now retreating. So they're going to set up their offense. Lots of space there for Matthias Hall. Fuster gets it back. Haffel camping behind the net. Reese Haffel, a sophomore out of Cincinnati. Goes up top to Joey Meyer. Working out of the top. Hall. Now to the side. Pass in the direction of Jake Deacon. 13 minutes. 13 minutes left to play in the second period. For Siena Heights, that's Caden Johnson. Number 9, Lawson. Now Kahn. Jablonski trying to get around the big defender, number 77, Simon Watson. He goes 6'2", the sophomore. Siena Heights scoring early in the first period, the first goal of the game. Been shut out since. Fast-moving first period with lots of goals. Nice job. That looked like Fuster with the caused turnover. Also in the area was Watson. Tedesco gets it back. That was Haffel with the pass. Tedesco now going to make his way through the goal line. Haffel gets it back. Reese Haffel, your point guard here for the Warriors. Haffel with 6 goals and 6 assists entering today. Has 10 ground balls. Tedesco leads the team with 15 ground balls. Lots of contact. Fuster looking for it and comes out with it. Fuster, who goes 6'2" as well. Definite size advantage here for the Indiana Tech Warriors. Pass to Haffel from behind the net, the shot. Right into the cross of Alex Walker. Jablonski took a big swipe at his cross, and we got a yellow flag going to be thrown on it. I believe that was Corpus going to be called with a foul. .26 left here in the second period. 8-1 is your score. Oh, good spin move, and the shot is a goal for Sean Jablonski. So Siena Heights here getting the first goal of the second period. Jablonski, his team high 11th goal. It was Joey Keck scoring the first goal to tie Jablonski, but he'll retake the lead for most goals on the team. Jablonski once again. Nice flick over to Marino. Number 33 is Marco Pepdelis. Indiana Tech quickly into the offensive end. Haffel at point blank range. Cannot get it past Alex Walker. Walker now with 4 saves already in this game. 4 saves and 8 goals given up. Getting it back for the Warriors, Evan Haney. Haney, a freshman, 5'10", out of Cambridge, Ohio. Shot by Tedesco just off the mark as Fuster tracks it down. Resetting the offense on the quick start. That shot misses just wide left as Kinley Highnote took a hit right after that shot got let go. Saints. And that'll be turned over to the Warriors. 8:43 and counting here in the second period. I believe we're going to have a 10-minute halftime instead of the 15-minute. Hafel's pass intended for Tedesco. Scooped off the turf by Watson. Pass intended for Fuster. Turned over to the Saints.
Don't listen to him, Simon. Those people are not your friends.
8:20 and counting. And taking a tumble there was Kinley Highnote. It's like we got a broken cross on the field, right in the middle of the field, right by the midline, entering the Warriors offensive end. Cross still in the field. And a big hit. Highnote takes it. Nice pass. Hafel, extra pass. Fuster with the goal. His second goal in this game. Beautiful work there with Reese Hafel and Cam Fuster. Fuster's second goal in this game, now his 20th goal of the season. That's 20 goals in 5.5 games played. Indiana Tech last year, 17 games played overall, making it to the NAIA National Tournament. They got knocked out by Cumberland, team that lost to Kaiser for the championship. So we're pretty sure the buzzing sound's coming from the foghorn for the goals, which we're not getting that anymore. Lawson gives it up. That was Joey Keck with the pass from behind the net. Lawson's going to scoop it up. Approaching the midline. Good defense being played there by Corpus. 6:52. Warriors threatening again offensively. Fuster going to go back to Hafel. Fuster. Behind the goal line has Tedesco. Hafel, excuse me, that was Torben Agard showing some speed. Fuster. And we got a cross on the ground picked up. Great ball control here by Indiana Tech. Shot just misses wide left. Torben Agard, freshman. Agard, 8 goals entering today. 3 ground balls, 3 caused turnovers. Shot just a bit high. That was Jake Deacon. Jake, first team all-conference last year during his sophomore season. That was Tedesco behind the net. Now Fuster at the goal line. Deacon looking for a shot. Clock is stopped at 5:19. The pass was intended for Fuster. Picked up off the ground. Agard with another shot. And that's a save for Walker. Ground ball. And they're going to call a foul on number 99, Luke Prohashka. He's a freshman defenseman.
Luke would do nothing wrong. He's a good boy.
.4:59. Clock is stopped here in the second period. 7-goal advantage for the Warriors. Off the restart. Saints. Picking it off the turf there was Pepdelis. Good movement there by Jablonski. Well, that's a turnover. Drumgoole looking to get it up the field. With the dump off, that was the Narrison. They've got Deacon behind the goal line. Tedesco back to Deacon. Big substitution for Indiana Tech. Fuster still on the field, along with Matthias Hall. Pass comes to the new player, just gets past Joey Meyer. Meyer has Fuster to his left, goes the opposite direction. Picking up the loose ball off the ground was Meyer. Deacon looking for a shot. And the pass to Tedesco. Good help defense. That was number 5 for Siena Heights. We do not have a number 5 on the roster. That's the third player we don't have on the roster. Deacon. Ground shot, no good by Howard. Colin Howard's a junior from Waterville, Ohio. He goes 6'2" as well. The tallest player for Indiana Tech is Ryan Morgan at 6'4". He's out of New Baltimore, Michigan. Ball flicked up in the air. Deacon putting a lot of pressure on defensively. Big swipe at the cross. And a big hit from behind. That was on Matthias Hall. Number 21, not on the roster, but he was looking to sit on Hall. Right in front of the net. Good stop by Watkins. Tedesco nearly picking up the goal. Look at that outlet pass on the turf, and that'll be turned over to the Warriors. Simon Watson. Drumgoole nearly has swiped away from behind. Tedesco picks it up, being swiped at on the left-hand side. Tedesco Reverses field over to Fuster. We do have substitutions for Indiana Tech. Back on the field is Meyer. Meyer looking like one of the tallest players on the field. We don't have his height on the roster, but good guess to be 6'3", 6'4". Loose ball and ground ball picked up by Meyer. Now it's Deacon working behind the goal line. Big shot. Colin Howard just misses wide left on the ground ball. The clock is stopped at 1:31. Indiana Tech ranked number 10 in the country. It's the NAIA coaches top 10, number 2. Remember, last year was the first year that the NAIA made men's lacrosse a sanctioned sport. Indiana Tech falling from number 6 down to number 10 after that first poll. Uh-oh. Just through the webbing there. That was Jablonski. We got a restart coming up. Jablonski will take it for the Saints. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute left in this game. Jablonski right outside the crease, as that shot's going to miss wide right. Clock stopped at 45.2 seconds. And a quickly moving first half here. We're 45 minutes in and 45 seconds left in the first half. Nice stop. And 2 stops right there by the freshman keeper, Carl Drumgoole. Drumgoole looking good in net. It's number 25, Michael Levy, a sophomore from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. We got timeout at 14.6.
I think it's really important for freshmen to realize you get out of college what you put into it. If you dedicate yourself to your classes and to your projects and to what you're doing in college, you're going to have a really great experience here.
I wish someone would have told me my freshman year that it's important to prioritize, knowing what's important, what's not important, knowing what I need to do opposed to what I want to do.
The 2 things that I think all freshmen should know is buy a parking permit so you don't rack up a bunch of fines and tickets. And also make sure you go to class, because it seems like a good idea when you're skipping, but then it's not worth it in the end when you fail the test or don't turn in homework.
As an international student, my advice for the freshmen is to not be afraid to make friends, because your friends here will end up being your family away from home.
Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to put on, anything that you want to showcase on campus, you can. There's always people around to help you do what you want to do here.
Make sure that you always take time for yourself to make sure that you're okay, because college can be very overwhelming as far as like schoolwork and friends and sports and just like everyday life.
What a game we have here by your Indiana Tech Warriors, up 9-2. Indiana Tech with 19 shots on goal to 6 for Siena Heights, 31 shots to just 7 for the Saints. Warriors on the attack once again here, 7 seconds, 5. Haffel's got it. Can Reese get a shot off? As that pass was intended for Fuster. It looks like we're going to have a 15-minute break. Folks, we're going to take a break as well, and we'll be back with you. It's a 10-minute break for the second half shortly.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
You're busy. You expect to say no sometimes. But what you didn't expect was a chance to say yes to a college degree while keeping your life. Indiana Tech is now offering Chicago area students undergraduate and graduate degree opportunities taught online by experienced faculty who care. Learn more at one of the new Indiana Tech enrollment centers in Naperville or Wilmette.
I can turn this in early? Sure, whenever you're ready.
Embrace the unexpected at Indiana Tech.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that there aren't very many energy programs out there. When I researched all of the various programs recently, there are really only 2 or 3 accredited engineering programs.
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada originally. I came out here to Indiana Tech to actually go for the energy engineering program because of its uniqueness and its ability to get hands-on with the materials that I'm going to be using in the future.
Well, a few of the things I think that sets Indiana Tech apart is, number one, you have very small classes. You have very close relationships with your professors. When you have a class of 10 people, it's much easier to get to know the professor and get in contact with him than if you have a class of 30, 40, or 50. You're going to have the same professors for the majority of your classes. You're going to have the same classmates for the majority of your classes.
The more practical applications come in all the subsequent energy engineering classes. Heat transfers in a class that right after they're leaving the classroom, and the board is filled with calculus. So in order to understand a lot of these topics, they're going to need to understand the calculus there. Calculus is the study of the rate of change, how fast things change. And depending upon whether it's energy engineering, industrial engineering, or whatever, they're going to need to use that and apply that.
Professor Romary, he stands out to me the most right now because when I first got here, I had to take calculus, Calc 1, Calc 2. And he's one of the professors that teaches it. And he just really was a very kind and helpful guy, and he did whatever he could to help us out. He was very funny, always had a way of creatively teaching calculus to us that not a whole lot of people can do. And I think that and how he did it is going to be something that's going to stick for me for a very long time.
The field work that Indiana Tech can provide here is, for example, we have a 10 kilowatt windmill that the students can work with. We have a geothermal system for a couple of the buildings for Utang-Sioux and for Zollner that uses geothermal principles to heat and cool the buildings in the summer and the winter.
The PV array system, training system that we have down here in the basement allows us to wire up the panels we have down in the basement to set it up as a off-the-grid system or a battery bank system, which helps us because we can see every component of the system actually intertwining and how they work together, which is something that may not be easily visible when you're on the job site in a career. So definitely my internship at Super Value Incorporated was a very, very beneficial program for me to be in. It was more based on the process and logistical side of engineering of my degree, not necessarily the design aspect. It helped me really learn how the most efficient way to do a task, and some of the boundaries that come with trying to make things more efficient.
One of the things that we've been very fortunate here at Indiana Tech is that we've had a grant through AEP to help subsidize our students in taking some of the various trips in spring break. Over the last 4 years, I have taken, along with a couple of other chaperones, I've taken almost a couple of dozen students to a trip to Germany and Switzerland that focused on renewable energy. We've gone to Iceland last year, focusing on geothermal energy, and we just recently returned from a trip to Costa Rica.
Just last year, I went to Iceland with a couple of our peers, not even just energy engineers, but a couple of other engineering majors went along with us. And for me, that was the highlight of my college time. I mean, we learned a lot about like geothermal systems and how they converted to a country of basically like ran just by geothermal. But it wasn't just learning about that, it was also learning about their culture as well, you know, and the past and the history and where they plan to go in their future. And all those things combined, I think, really kind of defines my experience here in Indiana Tech.
You can be the smartest engineer in the world, but if you cannot talk to or work with other engineers and non-engineers, it's very hard to get anything done. I try to teach my students that while you may not like writing, it's going to be a part of the job. You have to communicate. If you're doing experiments or testing hardware in the lab, you need to write it up so that other people know what you did, and the customer may want to know what are the results of that test.
Something I would remember most about the faculty would be just the one-on-one aspect of it and how open they are to hearing your problems and concerns and willing to assist you. Indiana Tech, with the class sizes being so small, you really get that one-on-one talking, everyday type relationship with your advisors and your professors. And having that is key to success, I feel, because being able to communicate with them and actually get your problems and questions across is going to help clarify things for you while you're in classes in school, which is going to set you up for success.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Welcome back, everybody. Just moments away from the start of the second half. 9-2 is your score. Indiana Tech with 19 shots on goal to 6 for Siena Heights, 31 shots to 7, 6 assists to 1, 26 ground balls to 11. We're all set here to start the third period. Quick move in first half there. Lots of goals to be scored by Indiana Tech. That's Evan Haney taking the opening draw and a goal. Horns working. Cam Fuster off the opening faceoff.
Warriors goal. Scored by number 33, Cam
Fuster from downtown. Cam now with 3 goals. There we go. There's the buzzing sound coming back. On the run there, number 16 for Siena Heights. So it was Vasquez to Khan. Khan over to Marino. Saints behind the goal line. Popdelis. And a big swipe caused turnover. That was number 99 for Tech. Proshka. We got 2 yellow flags going to be thrown. The last one was for retaliation. Siena Heights been hitting hard in this game. Just check the weather channel. It's 39 degrees in Fort Wayne currently. Having a heat wave. 14:08 left here in the third period. 10-2 is the score. Got 2 players in the penalty area. One from each team. Looks like number 33, Marco Popdelis for Siena Heights. And number 27 for Indiana Tech, Landon Compton, a freshman. Quick shot off the top crossbar. Jablonski missing on another goal. It's already got 1 in this game. They're going to give it to Drumgoole, your freshman keeper. Get the quicks out there for Zach Spees. Moving it forward with Watson. Watson over the midline. It's like an offside going to be called. (13:23) here in the third period. Flipping the field are the Saints. That's Vasquez. Back to Jablonski. Hit from behind. Was able to connect with the pass. Big swipes at, and coming out with it is number 28 for your Warriors, Gavin Nizer. Sophomore, he's from Olathe, Kansas. Apple. Cam Fuster now making his way towards the crease. Camped out in front of the crease. Tedesco. Here on the near side. Nice pass right in front of the goal. Colin Howard. Warriors extend their lead to 9.
Warriors goal. For number 88, Colin Howard.
Howard, that's his second goal in this game. He's got 4 shots, 3 shots on goal. Colin Howard. The ball picked off the turf. Tedesco, and that shot by Havel, point blank range. Good block by Watson. Watson now with 11 saves. Remember, entering today, Watson 118 saves. Tedesco looking for a shot, weaving his way through defenders. Has it turned over? Not turned over. It's picked up by Deacon. Agard, left-handed shot, and it goes in for a goal. Torben Agard, the freshman. Agard, I didn't even know if that ball was going to make it to the goal. There's number 1 right there, and his shot, and it just trickles in. (12-2). Warriors on top, 11-12 left here in the third. Remember, Indiana Tech with 8 goals there in the first period, just 2 in the second. Evan Haney. Look at that nice save. That was Aiden Johnson with the shot. I take that back. I did not see number 10 out there. Good looking pass. Just could not connect for Jablonski. Long outlet. Look at that pick out of the air. Shot goes wide left, but wow, what a snag by Luke Prohaska. Prohaska, the freshman defenseman. He had that cross extended about as far as you can. Pick that ball right out of the air. Haney's going to go to Haffel. No, that is number 10. That is Aiden Johnson out there. Aiden Johnson, a redshirt freshman from Warren, Michigan. And the goal! So Aiden Johnson, who had the nice shot moments ago, now scores the goal. For Aiden Johnson. Be his first goal on the season. Got a timeout here by Siena Heights. 13-2 is your score.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cow.
Indiana Tech continuing to pour it on here. How about Aiden Johnson with his first goal of the season? So we are back to the action here. Siena Heights trying to get something going with 9:43 remaining in the third period. That pass picked out of the air by Papadelis. Jablonski, leading scorer for Siena Heights, takes a big hit, and that's a caused turnover. Zach Spies. Actually, possession going to stay with Siena Heights. Jablonski on the ground ball. This just wide right. 9 minutes left here in the third. Big collision for Indiana Tech. How about Matt Narrison? Siena Heights sticking with it and trying to work his way free. My goodness, that would have been some kind of goal for Marco Papadelis. I feel like he took on the whole Indiana Tech team, and there are flags everywhere. Take another look here on the Warrior replay as there's some language out there and flags everywhere. Look at all this contact. How about Marco working through it? And a pretty solid shot there. And the yellows are thrown. So now we know. .8:32 left on the clock. Indiana Tech with 2 men down, 1 for Siena Heights. Third period not moving as fast as the first two. Restart coming up for Siena Heights. And it'll be number 28 for the Saints, Joey Keck, the senior. Joey scoring the first goal of the game for Siena Heights. Jablonski, a lot of moves out there on the field for number 4. Good defense. That was number 16 for the Warriors. Ryan Calloway, a freshman. He goes 6 feet tall out of Franklin, Indiana. Look at that throw. It's about a 100-yard toss. Drumgold just threw his arms in the air. Hands landed on the head. Like, oops. Threw that one a little too far. 7:53 on the clock. Jablonski. And Heck, shot. That's his second goal. So Joey Keck now back to being tied for a team high in goals on the season with Jablonski. They both have 11 goals this year. For Siena Heights, this will be the last year of their school as they're going to be closing down the doors. The WAC will lose 2 schools. They lost Concordia Ann Arbor last year. The Cardinal winning the WAC conference tournament in men's lacrosse last year in their final season. That'd be quite the turnaround if Siena Heights could pull off a WAC tournament championship this year in their last year. And Lourdes will also be leaving the WAC, but Lourdes does not have lacrosse. Lourdes out of the Toledo, Ohio area. Quick start for Jake Deacon. 7:30 on the clock. Deacon having a great game, as pretty much always has throughout his career. Tedesco looking for a man. Lots of space between him and the goal. Putting on the defense is number 7, Jafani Pomelis. Fuster with the deke move, took a little bit of a hit. Shot looked like that was off the side post by Reese Haffel. Looking for Fuster. That ball's coughed up. On his horse right there is Vasquez. That'll be a turnover. Reese Haffel finds Fuster. Cam with the deke move and the shot. Nice block by Watson. Picked up by Deacon. Jake Deacon on the far side of the field. They've got Tedesco. Look at the speed by Tedesco. Burns right past the defender. That was Tedesco with the blow by. Just misses on the shot. 5:50 remaining. 13-3 Indiana Tech. Watkins has a man. Siena Heights, every time they touch the ball, there's just Warrior bodies all over them. As Keck cannot catch up with it. Joey Keck, a senior. Lots of substitutions. Haffel getting away from the defender. Nice no-look pass and the shot. Another nice save by Watkins. That was Deacon with the shot. Watkins now sitting with 14 saves. Does he have another one? Now 15 saves. And they get 16 saves. Another turnover. So with 6 games played, Watkins, I guess he averages about 20 saves a game, huh? See if he surpasses that here. Behind the back shot, just off the mark by Colin Howard. Howard already has 2 goals in this game, was looking for 3. Fuster. Joey Meyer. Back to Reese Haffel. Haffel pushed to the goal line. Another shot by Howard. .342 left in the third period. Big defense there. That's number 40 for Indiana Tech, Jacob Myers. Cause turnover, nope. Nice job by Drumgool, though, coming out, intercepting that pass. .308 on the clock. It was 8-1 after the first period. 5-2 since. Fuster has a man behind the net. That's Tedesco. Finds Haffel. Another shot by, or a save by Watkins. And we do have a yellow flag going to be thrown. That one might be going against number 13 for Siena Heights, Caden Johnson. Johnson taking a knee in the penalty area. .245 left. Tedesco with the goal for the Warriors. Skipping it to the back of the net.
Warriors goal, goal by number 35, Ryan Tedesco.
Tedesco, his first goal. He does have 2 assists, along with 6 shots, 4 shots on goal, and 1 ground ball. Tedesco entering today with 8 goals on the season, picks up number 9. So far, your players of the game here for Indiana Tech, I'd go with Fuster, Haffel, and Drumgool. Ryan Morgan gives it up to Fuster. 1:55 remaining here in the third period. Jake Deacon drops it, has it back. Good pressure being put on by number 31. We don't have on the roster. Deacon, Tedesco. Nice first move there by Agard. And we got flags everywhere. 1:20 on the clock. So the clock is stopped. 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining. Indiana Tech taking the first period 8-1, a draw in the second period 1-1. Now outscoring Siena Heights 5-1 here in the third period. Remember, Siena Heights opened up this game scoring the very first goal by Keck. They held the 1-0 lead. Indiana Tech just came back with an onslaught of goals. Felt like about every minute and a half. Big shot. It's going to miss high and wide for Ryan Morgan. Well, folks, after today, Indiana Tech will host Michigan Dearborn this Saturday, 1 p.m. Then we'll be on the road to take on number 2 Madonna. That's on March the 25th. That will be a good one. It's actually number 1 Madonna now. Goal! Cam Fuster 4th goal of the game.
Warriors goal. Score by number 33, Cam Fuster.
Great job by Cam Fuster. Doing as he has done all year long. He now has 22 goals on the season. Let's say he ends with those 4 goals. That would be 22 goals through 6 games. Clock restarts here, 20 seconds remaining. Jablonski. And nice shot. Tough defense being put on by Prohaska. That will be a goal by Jablonski. 15-4 is your score.
Nice goal for number 4, Sean Jablonski.
9 seconds. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a big hit. They're going to call a foul on number 23, Evan Haney. We'll be back for the 4th and final period after this quick break. Stay with us, everybody.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Yeah, you have the switch on automatic, but you still adjust.
Welcome back for the 4th period here. Warriors up 15-4. Indiana Tech looking to improve its record to 4-2, and that's a goal for Siena Heights. So for the Saints, 1 goal in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, now 1 in the fourth. Yeah, it's really dark. Indiana Tech, Haffel. Good spin move right there at the goal line. 2 players in the penalty area. It's number 10 for Siena Heights. Now running onto the field, Casey Klima. Number 23 still in the penalty area for Indiana Tech, Evan Haney. Fuster. Tedesco as Warriors looking to slow this game up a little bit. 14:05 on the clock. Or speed up the game, I should say. Slow up the action. Jake Deacon had a man, just could not connect with Morgan. That was the freshman Agard. Morgan back to Agard. Has a shot. And a goal! Inside the near post. His second goal of the game. Agard. Let's see, he's going to get this ball right here. Looks like he had the shot. Waited an extra second. That seam really opened up just right of the keeper. The freshman now with 10 goals on the season. How about Torben Agard? Flags everywhere. And that's a goal! Matt Narrison. So, wow, right off the face-off, Matt Narrison picks up his first goal of the game. Narrison, his first goal of the season for the sophomore midfielder. 13:25 on the clock, 17-5 is your score. Indiana Tech, largest goal total is 28 goals. That was scored against Missouri Baptist in the big win. Deacon. Good closing defense there by the Saints. Timeout going to be called by Indiana Tech.
Timeout, Indiana Tech.
We'll be right back after this quick break.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
You have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
Welcome back. 13-14 remaining here in regulation. 8:33 is your time here, Eastern Standard in Northeast Indiana. As we're getting going here. Morgan gets it back. Working from the goal line, that's Tedesco. Deacon up top. Fuster puts it on the turf, but will keep it in play. Tedesco from behind the goal line. Deacon, good pick off the ground by Morgan. Very clean. Howard, bounding ball. Howard scoops it. Deacon with the shot and a goal! Jake Deacon putting his team up now. 18-5. Deacon, that's his first goal in this game. Jake now with 15 goals on the season. That's second best for Indiana Tech. Deacon named second team All-American just a year ago. Big swipes. Good speed there by Joey Meyer. Howard flicks it over to Morgan. Back to Morgan. That pass intended for Morgan. Just rolls OB. Missed at it with that first swipe from the cross. Oh, nice cause turnover by Deacon. As Morgan picks it off the turf. Haney splitting defenders. Gets it to Fuster. What a pass by Cam Fuster and the goal by Colin Howard.
Warriors goal for number 88, Colin Howard.
Check out this pass from Fuster from the X area. It's one of the strengths there with Colin Howard. Big, strong attacker. Goes 6'2". Siena Heights was trying to bang with him right there in front of the crease. Howard is hard to move. Haney with the faceoff. 11-12 on the clock. Indiana Tech's going to retreat to the defensive zone. The yellow was thrown. Jablonski looked like he had a shot there for a second. We got a cross on the field as Haney's running off the field. And Joey Keck gets goal number 3. (19-6) now your score. Back on the field for the Warriors is Luke Prohaska, the freshman defenseman. Also racing onto the field there, Daniel Young, a sophomore from East Point, Michigan. He goes 5'11". With the face-off, that's Ty Lawrence. And possession by Lawrence. Had it knocked out from behind and then scooped up by Daniel Young. Fuster trying to grab it, at least keep it in bounds, and does. Showing you the length there. Lawrence going to retreat back. Gives it over to the All-American Jake Deacon. .10:18 on the clock and counting. 13-goal advantage. Haffel and Fuster behind the goal line. Haffel. Nice cradle. Deacon. Fake that shot. What a move by Ryan Morgan. Feel like that ball just hung in the net a little bit too long as the shot went wide left. Slow to get up for Indiana Tech. That's Jake Deacon. Taking a big hit. He's good to go now. Tedesco. Siena Heights. That's Marino battling against 4 Warriors. Another flag on the field. 9:14 remaining. Once again, Madonna ranked number 1 in the NAIA coaches top 10 poll, number 2. Kaiser at number 2. Aquinas at 3. Reinhardt at 4. William Penn at 5. SCAD Savannah at 6. Cumberland's out of Kentucky they're tied for 6. Taylor at 8. Weber International at 9, Indiana Tech coming in at number 10. Remember, Tech coming off a big 24-12 win at Taylor. Jablonski, what a move. He's a good one, number 4. Sean Jablonski, the senior from Troy, Michigan. And 3 yellow flags on the field. 19-7 now the score. Warriors have 2 players in the penalty area. Fans are like, it's cold. We got 3 players in the penalty area for Indiana Tech.
Let's just go to a shootout.
Jake Deacon coming back on the field for the Warriors. Again, Siena Heights going to get the face-off. Number 18, Braden Kahn. Warriors with 3 defenders on the field. 6-on-3. Kahn. Great job by the Warriors here. As it rolls through the end line. 8:19 remaining. Long toss. Gets through all the Saints and through the end line. That was number 77, Simon Watson for the Warriors. Simon listed at 6'2". Now just 2 players in the penalty area, so it's 6-on-4. Good job there by Spees with the cross. Jablonski's going to go up top. Gets it back. Good ball movement, but that shot just a little bit high over the crossbar. And Warriors are at full strength now. Great job. 6-on-3, and they're able to fend it off. Drumgoole with 7 saves, giving up 7 goals. 19 saves and 19 goals given up by Saints keeper Walker. That's Alex Walker, the senior keeper. $7:29 on the clock. Nowhere to go there, Jablonski. Shot was off the sidebar. Picked up by Lawrence. Ty Lawrence, a redshirt freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Tedesco is going to pick it off the turf. 6:49 on the clock. Reese Haffel working off a screen by Deacon. Back in the goal area. Meyer taking 2 big hacks, and that's going to draw a yellow. Number 16, Vasquez. Converging with the defense, and ball still on the ground. Haffel's there. .603 left to play here in the 4th period. Got 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Off the restart. Fuster gets it back. Tedesco now behind net. Morgan gets it. Oh! Just misjudged that one. .540 on the clock. That pass sails away. Nice feed. Just having a hard time handling it was Colin Howard. Shot by Fuster. He was linear there with the goal and almost got that one to knock off that far post and go in. What a game by Cam Fuster. Fuster entering today with 18 goals, going to leave with 22 on the season. Howard with 3 goals, 2 by Agard. And that's a goal right there. What a goal by Ryan Morgan. You'll see here on the Warrior replay. Morgan, that's his 3rd goal in this game. So how about Ryan Morgan entering today with 7 goals. Now has double digits on the season with 10. And he has looked good in this one, especially out there in front of the crease. Taking a lot of contact. Tedesco here on the wing. Fuster. Shot goes wide left. That was a burner there by Morgan. Clock stopped here at 4:35. Deacon. Faked out the whole Saints defense. Wow, Jake Deacon. He pump faked that shot, and then he could have just walked to the goal. Everybody had their backs turned. Take another look at this one. How about Jake Deacon?
Warriors goal. Scored by number 8, Jake Deacon.
Deacon here on the bottom of the grouping. Fake shot. Everybody turns around. He just walks right in. Might be the easiest goal he's going to have all year. Deacon, that's his 2nd goal in this game. He's got 9 shots and 5 shots on goal for Jake Deacon. 2nd team All-American last year. 4:10 on the clock. I don't know why the last 3 minutes seem like it's been a long time. That long pass on the ground. That was number 24 for Tech, Corpus. Quick stick. Kinley, high note. Indiana Tech, they are trying to reach that 24 mark that they got at Taylor University. Got this goal by Kinley, high note. Warriors just picking the defense apart, 1-on-1 with the keeper, Walker. Easy enough. So 350. Deacon shot. That was a rise ball right there, just missed the crossbar. So Deacon's got it back. Going over to Johnson, who's already got a goal in this game. Aiden Johnson, a redshirt freshman. Haney. Deacon. Not sure if that was a pass for Fuster, but if it was a shot, it nearly went in off the right post. 2:48 and counting. Deacon has it locked. Bounding ball, going to be scooped up. That's number 13 for the Saints. Johnson. Fuster tracking down the loose ball. Has his man, Reese Haffel, with the goal! On the turnaround spin. Take another look at this one. It's going to get some extra style points. Reese Haffel with this goal. So for Haffel, that's his third goal in the second goal in this game. .223 on the clock. One more goal would tie the second highest goal scoring output on the season for Indiana Tech. That was a 24-goal performance at Taylor University this past Saturday. Indiana Tech heading to Upland, Indiana as a number 10 seed, taking on number 8 seed Taylor and getting the win 24-12. 1:58 on the clock. Marino showing some nice balance out there, taking some big contact. Jablonski. Jablonski and Keck been your goal scorers. That pass intended for Marino sails over his head through the end line. .130, 90 seconds remaining. Tedesco over the midline. Deacon goes back to Tedesco. .108 on the clock. Haffel over to Deacon. Walker. The nice block right there. Deacon has had 2 of those shots that are about 2 inches away, maybe 4 inches away from being goals. 50 seconds remaining. Deacon from behind the goal line has Tedesco. What a catch by Tedesco. It's a shot saved by Walker. But what a great job receiving that pass. Ball on the ground. Picked up by the big man, Pahoski. Just a freshman, number 99. Wild thing. 20 seconds remaining. That is going to do it, everybody. So your Warriors will improve to 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the WAC. Siena Heights falls to 0-7 overall, 1-2 in the WAC. As Jake Deacon scores a goal at the buzzer. So a very physical game ends with a extra goal at the buzzer. And Jake Deacon. Oops, wrong play. Jake Deacon here lets it fly one more time. Not a bad way to finish up this game. Deacon with 3 goals. Indiana Tech scoring 24 to match their total from last Saturday. Warriors with 65 shots, 44 shots on goal, getting the win. Folks, thanks so much for joining us. That's a final here from Warrior Field. Tech wins at 24-7, coming off a 24-12 win at Upland. Folks, enjoy the rest of your week. The weather is going to be getting a lot nicer. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
You're busy. You expect to say no sometimes. But what you didn't expect was a chance to say yes to a college degree while keeping your life. Indiana Tech is now offering Chicago area students undergraduate and graduate degree opportunities taught online by experienced faculty who care. Learn more at one of the new Indiana Tech enrollment centers in Naperville or Wilmette.
I can turn this in early? Sure, whenever you're ready.
Embrace the unexpected at Indiana Tech.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that there aren't very many energy programs out there. When I researched all of the various programs recently, there are really only 2 or 3 accredited engineering programs.
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada originally. I came out here to Indiana Tech to actually go for the energy engineering program because of its uniqueness and its ability to get hands-on with the materials that I'm going to be using in the future.
Well, a few of the things I think that sets Indiana Tech apart is, number one, you have very small classes. You have very close relationships with your professors. When you have a class of 10 people, it's much easier to get to know the professor and get in contact with him than if you have a class of 30, 40, or 50. You're going to have the same professors for the majority of your classes. You're going to have the same classmates for the majority of your classes.
The more practical applications come in all the subsequent energy engineering classes. Heat transfers in a class that right after they're leaving the classroom, and the board is filled with calculus. So in order to understand a lot of these topics, they're going to need to understand the calculus there. Calculus is the study of the rate of change, how fast things change. And depending upon whether it's energy engineering, industrial engineering, or whatever, they're going to need to use that and apply that.
Professor Romary, he stands out to me the most right now because when I first got here, I had to take calculus, Calc 1, Calc 2. And he's one of the professors that teaches it. And he was a very kind and helpful guy, and he did whatever he could to help us out. He was very